What's up, guys? It's Myth Tamer here, and today I'm showing y'all my investments for next roster update on May 23rd, and let's get right into it. So as I said in my last market video, Spencer Torkelson, right? He's still going. He's still hitting home runs. I think he hit one today, possibly. When I'm recording this, he's still going. He's still gonna go up in overall. So I think he's at least going gold. And I spent probably $150 on every single one of them I bought, and I bought 100 of them. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to make a good amount of stubs on Spencer Torkelson. Right now, as we can see, Torque is only 200 still, and I feel like this is still a good price. I feel like he's still going to go gold. He's going to quick sell for 400. You're going to make double even right now. I feel like he's going to go at least gold with 11 home runs already. Glaber is another one I want to talk about real quick. Glaber is going for 230 stubs. Now, I bought a bunch of him when he was still a low silver, but he's going crazy this year. He's helping the Tigers to the best record in the AL so far. And he's only worth 230 right now. I feel like you're still making stubs if you invest because, again, he's still going to go gold. And you still have a whole week to invest in these players. So maybe people haven't caught on yet or something like that where they don't know. But he is going to double up at least. Riley Green's also going to go back to gold. He's been batting pretty good since the first update when he dropped. I think there's a lot of Tigers that are going to go up because obviously they have to because they're the first in the AL. So I feel like the Tigers, their players are good to invest in. I got a lot of Tigers, but that's besides the point. They're just a good team to invest in. Next is Chris Bubich. I want to talk about him real quick. He's going for 443 stubs right now, and that's not a bad price. It is a little worse than it was during the first roster update when I bought a lot of him last roster update, and then he didn't go gold, unfortunately, but I feel like he has to at some point. He's been throwing too good this year to not go gold. I don't understand how he didn't move last time, but that's besides the point. It's not the greatest price. You would have to think he would go above 80 to spend at this price, but it's still worth noting. If I'm being transparent with y'all, I've also got to show y'all the misses. Now, I invested a lot in Vinny Pasquantino way before the last update. And he hasn't panned out so far. I still believe in Vinny. I still believe in his skills in real life, but he hasn't panned out so far. He's gone up. He's playing better now, but I still think he isn't good enough to for sure go gold. He may not. It is what it is. But if you want to take a gamble, it's not a terrible gamble to make right here. I feel like he will get better in real life and he'll go up, but that's my opinion, so it's a gamble. I invested in Isaac Paredes before last update, and I feel like that was a hit. I feel like he's been pretty good since the last update, even before, a little bit before the last update he was playing good, but I feel like I got onto it before when he was playing bad, and he was batting like 150 at the start of the year, and now he's since been playing pretty good, so I feel like I got on that one early, and it was a good investment, and I feel like he is going to go gold, so I feel like 210 is not a terrible price. This was a bit of another unfortunate one because Spencer Strider came back through one game, of course, and then he got re-injured, and I feel like once Spencer Strider comes back, he's going to go diamond because he is Spencer Strider and he's one of the best pitchers in the MLB. But this is, again, probably a gamble, right? This is, again, my opinion that he is one of the best pitchers in the MLB and he will go diamond when he comes back eventually. So I feel like this is another opinionated one, so it's a bit more of a gamble again, but I like it. I want to talk about C.J. Abrams real quick and what I think about him. So Abrams is a guy who's up to 245, and I invested in him when he was like 100 stubs. I feel like he was having a pretty good year so far, and he didn't move before the last update, and I was also shocked by that because he was doing pretty well when he wasn't injured. He was injured for a small stint before the last update, but he's still doing pretty well so far this year. So I feel like he will go gold eventually, which is why he's up to 245. So I feel like I will end up making stubs on it right here, and I feel like you still can at gold, but I'm definitely not 100% he's going to go to gold. I think you have to be pretty sure he's at least going gold to buy at 245. I also invested in 50 of Keibert Ruiz, but this is also still it's still wishy-washy, this one. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I invested in him when he was a bronze and he was worth 50 when I invested, so now he's worth 98. So I could sell right now and make some stubs, obviously, but I think he'll get better, but I just don't know. This is a toss-up to me. And that 123, I don't think I would invest again at 123 at the current time. I think maybe he goes gold at some point. I think he's a very good catcher, but I don't know. So I can't say with conviction that he is going to go gold. Here's another one I hit on. I invested on him when he was about probably 150 maybe, and he was like a low silver, and now he's looking like he's at least going gold, so he's worth 378. He's playing very well. So I have 27 of them. And it feels like a good investment at the time, but at 378, I don't know if he'll keep the consistency up to go past an 80, because if you invest at 378, you're thinking he's going to go past an 80 overall. A good amount of my stubs in the marketplace are still held in Dylan Cease and Rafael Devers. I feel like they always come back around. They have a good amount of consistency, especially Devers. So they're more of my long-term investments because I think eventually they will come back around and make me some stubs. But let me go ahead and get into my investments for specifically this update and what I would do with a week left before the update. So first, I want to talk about two players that seem pretty similar to me. We got Nathan Eovaldi for 2,100, and he's pretty good so far this year. He's got like a 2.07 ERA or somewhere around there. For 2,149, you're thinking he's going diamond, I think. And I think there's a good chance that he does. But there's also a chance that he doesn't, right? And you never know what can happen after next update. He may never go diamond. That's what I think about Eovaldi. I think it's a bit more of a gamble, but this is one I see a lot of people doing, and it's not a terrible gamble, no. The next one is Hunter Brown. He's about the same exact price in the same exact situation. Now, maybe he's a little bit better than Eovaldi, so if I were to invest in either, I would go with Hunter Brown. But I don't know that either are going to go diamond. And they're both not bad gambles, but it's not one that maybe I would take because they're a little more expensive already. And you'd be hoping for them to actually go diamond. I think this is another obvious one, but it's still a decent investment because I'm pretty sure he's going to go at least one overall up. And then you make at least 500 stubs off each one. So it's not a terrible investment. It's still pricey again, but it's a way more confident pick than the last two I showed you. Cole Reagans is another pretty good one. He's going for 1,054 stubs right now, and that's a pretty good price because I think he's going to go at least diamond in the long term. I think he's better than the other two starters I spoke of, and he may not be as expensive right now or as sure, but I think he is a very good player in real life, and he will make it to diamond by the end of this year. Now, that is opinionated, so maybe that's considered more of a gamble because I think Cole Reagans is a really good pitcher, but again, invest who you believe in. Now, here's one I'm probably more confident in, maybe even the most confident, but it's Brian Bello. He's got 2.33 ERA, and he's only going for 74 stubs right now, and I've got 22 of them, but I'll buy more. I should have bought more because I was on this before he even threw too many games, but he came in the season a little late, and now he's started to pitch well. So this is one I think is going at least silver. I think it's a good investment right here, and it's one of the best ones I'm the most confident in at 74 subs. Now I believe either Brian Wu at 2,039 or Cal Raleigh at 2,558. One of those two are going diamond. Now I'm more confident in Wu because he's at a cheaper price right now, but I think Raleigh is going to go diamond. But I think Wu does eventually at least. So I think you do make stubs off Brian Wu. That's probably the most confident out of any of them I've talked about because he's at a lower price range than the other two I talked about at the beginning of the video that were 2,100, and he's still a higher overall, and I think he's a better pitcher. So he's the one I'm most confident in going diamond and making you subs at that level, at the gold level. I also like Kyle Schwarber at 1,092. And I like Kyle Schwarber at 1,090 or 92, whatever it is, because he's leading the league in RBIs. I think he's going to go to at least an 84 by the end of the year, if not diamond. His defense is concerning to actually make it to that threshold. The defense is a little concerning, but I think he will go to at least an 84 by the end of the year, if not next update. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope some of this helped you. I hope you found some of these investments useful. Hopefully they help you out. Hopefully they help me out. And that's about it. So if you want more of this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.